Everyone, and happy Monday. It is planner day. We have this picture. I'm thinking it's from Worlds of Wonder. I can't quite remember. Of this sort of up house in the sky. So we're going to be colouring this. Probably a couple of videos. I decided to grab my Ergosoft pencils because I want something quite simple today. I've got quite a sore back, to be honest, and I don't want to be stretching and reaching pencils from too far away, so I keep this tin close by. There's not too many to reach for and that sort of thing. I'm just trying to get my chair in a good position. There we go. Right, I think we'll start with the house, then do the balloons, and then work from there really, so we can come in a lot closer to begin with. And our house is wonky, but I'm going to straighten it up just for my own eye. Now that bottom of the page isn't straight, oh dear, never mind. Right, so we have a little creeper plant on the house. I might do that first. Now we don't have a huge choice of greens, which is nice, and there's quite small, so I think I'm only going to use one. Now because I'm in that sort of mood, I'm going to pick 52 because it's the longest. Not good reason for picking. Now these are a bit sticky. I know Ergosofts have a tendency to go a bit sticky, and it's hot today. I tend not to normally use Ergos when it's hot because if your hands are sweaty they can go a bit sticky and they can leave deposits on your hands. I think that's why Staedtler decided to do the Design Journey pencils instead. But I'm not sure if they did say they were going to stop making Ergos. I don't know if they're still available to buy or not. I've got no idea. But I know a lot of people have them. And the colours are the same as the Design Journey. So if you don't have them and you have the Staedtler Design Journey, you can colour along with those. But I'm sure you can find something equivalent if you want to. That looks slightly different, this bit of plant, but I think it'd be the same one. Yeah, I managed to put my back out. I mean, it's a funny phrase, isn't it? I don't quite know what it means, but basically I was reaching down to get something out of the dishwasher, as you do every day. I bent and twisted at the same time, got the wrong angle, and something went pop, and I went, ow. And then I went, oh, that's fine, carry on with my jobs. Oh, it will disappear. No, it didn't. It just hung around. I was like, thank you, back. So yes, it's still hurting today. It's okay. This is 62. I've taken some paracetamol. I think in America you call them Tylenol, I think. Different brand names. And it's helped it a bit. I've also got a hot pack, which was helping earlier. You're only supposed to put it on for 20 minutes at a time. I don't really understand why. But anyway, sorry, this is, I'm just colouring a sort of layer of this. And then I'm going to use the slightly darker violet colour to put in some other colours after. Yeah, the hot pack was good, but I propped it between my back and the chair, and in here I can't rest my back on the back of the chair because the chair doesn't fit under the desk, so I've got to sit in a different position. But I suppose I could have tucked it into my jeans, we'll see. But it helped to loosen things up a little bit, which was good. I was in two minds, do I go for a walk today or not? My library book was ready that I reserved. I was like, oh, I'd like to get that. But in the end I decided not to because it hurts more when I walk. Now quite often a back benefits from walking, but it doesn't seem to loosen up when I walk, so I thought maybe I'm just better off resting just for a day, and then maybe I'll go for a walk. I will need a walk tomorrow anyway because my son's home all day and I find it stressful when he's home working on essays and stuff, so I'm going to have to go out for a walk so that I can just get away for a bit and relax myself. Oh, it sounds awful, but I just, like today, he was home this morning, he's gone off to uni now, and he's basically got 5 weeks and 2 essays are due in, and then another 2 weeks, another 2 due in, and he hasn't done, in my opinion, that's a leaf there, I thought it was a curl, never mind, it's a curl now, it's a curled up tendril, In my opinion, he's done nothing like enough work. And then this morning he wakes up, he says, I'm really tired. And I know he's tired because he was awake till midnight, he couldn't sleep. And of course, because we had the clock change, normally he would be awake till 11, so midnight would be about right. But of course, we had to wake up early. I tried to stay quiet in bed as long as I could, but I couldn't get my husband to work today. So I had to get up, and so, you know, as soon as I move, it wakes him up and he can't go back to sleep. I've been trying to sort of close my bedroom door a bit and things like that, but it doesn't work. And he's just always so tired. And I think his tiredness is partly due to his stress and pressure of having all this work to do. Oh, just something's just come through the letterbox. But of course, until he's done the work, the tiredness won't go away. It's a vicious circle. But he can't do the work. Like this morning, he did nothing because he was too tired. And it's like, ah. Right, I'm just going to stop the video and go and see what came through the door. Right, I am back. I did just grab the heat pad as well, but it's gone a bit cold, so that's not much use. I was going to tuck it in my jeans. Number 6, I'm going to do some shadows. My post was an Easter card, which was lovely. Very pretty. My aunt in America sent me one, so kind of her. And she'd handmade it too. Very special. I'm going to colour the whole of this base bit. I think it might be shadowed like that, and it'll give it a little bit more depth, I think. I do the same on this bit here. I'm not going to go quite as dark as that one. There we go. I also got an advert for something, which was that through the door, but then I think, oh well, to be honest, I don't mind getting adverts through the post, go just recycle them. And I think, well, at least it keeps the postal service getting a bit of money, because, you know, we're in danger of them, they're really struggling at the moment financially, so if companies are using them to deliver adverts, then that's a good thing, I think. And I know junk mail annoys people, but you know, you can just put it in your recycling bin. That's what I will do. It means Mr. Postman gets paid. It is all good. Let me think, where else can I put a bit of darker colour? I'm just going to sit back and have a look. I think I want to tidy it up a little bit, so I'm going to go back to that lighter colour and just recolour it so that it looks a little bit neater, because I can see, so back to the 62, because I can just see like lines and things, and I can also blend this in a bit more, just bits I've missed really. I've been colouring all morning because my boys were here, gone off to uni now, and they both needed my help with various things. My one son needed to chase up his work placement, so we were sort of going through different ways of phrasing it politely, you know. I mean, he can write, but he's pretty good at it. My other son had to do some stuff for his work placement as well. So as well, I was trying to just phrase it nicely. He did it really well, which was good. And because the one he was like, uni, you've got this info you need to do type thing, that was a bit easier because it wasn't him demanding it, it was uni, if you see what I mean. Whereas the other one was like, can you tell me whether you've approved my placement or not type email. That's a little bit more difficult. Further to our conversation on the blah date, you know, you said that by now you would have made a decision. No, it was really a little bit tricky. I've just realised I missed off that chimney. So back to my 62 to do the chimney. Yeah, it was a little bit difficult, but we got there in the end. I did say, you know, he's had an offer from another place. I said, you could say that. And he said, you're told not to do that. This is 6, because they might just go, oh, well, he's going elsewhere. We don't need to bother. Or he hasn't picked us exclusively, so we don't want them. And I thought, well, that's an interesting point. I wouldn't have thought of that, but yeah, I can absolutely see how a company might think that. Now, roof I'm thinking of next. We could go blue, I think, or grey. It's a bit boring. I was thinking maybe pink, just to be really different. It's a cute house. Shade of pink, I'm thinking 20 and 61 probably. I think this is 20. Yeah, I know these numbers too well. I am sad. So I'm going to make that bit darker there. And I'm going to do this window frame. Gosh, it's quite bright, isn't it? Maybe a slightly subtler pink might have been better. Never mind. There we go. It's a bit darker down here and lighter towards the top. I don't know why I think it would be lighter at the top. We've got no light source. We've got stars in the sky, but I'm thinking maybe the stars are magic rather than meaning it's night time. So maybe I'm just going to colour the whole of this bit in quite a light layer so that I can think about what I'm doing. So maybe if they're magic, then our sky can be blue rather than black. Oh, there's some noise. There's noise next door. Yeah, actually I've got a neighbour there. One of our neighbours has moved out on one. We've got flats, you see, next door. The top flat is never here. And the bottom flat has moved out, but I'm on the middle floor, so the middle flat, I say the middle floor, we have 4, but anyway, the flats only have 3, because we've done our loft. The top flat does have a loft, but they haven't converted it into a room. Anyway, I'm blathering. Yeah, I'm on the floor where there's someone there, so there'll be someone there. Right, there we go. Oh, it doesn't look as bad as I thought now I've done them all. The front door, maybe I use the 61 because I was going to use that for the roofs, but I actually like them how they are. So I will use the 61 to do the door. I'm going to do it quite lightly to start with. Like that, and then put in a bit of extra colour there. Yeah, my library book's ready and I'm like, I want to go and get my library book. But I have got another book that I really want to finish first. But because my book's ready, I need to get it and read it. It's by Dr. David J. Hamilton, I think. He writes a lot of stuff about love. He's got a really interesting looking book out at the moment, quite new. And I've got that one on reserve as an ebook, the library. This is number 80. I'm going to use this for the windows. I'm going to do a Johanna Basford window style, which is to do that. So you leave some white, and on every window you leave the white on the same side and same top. Yes, his latest book is basically about, well, kindness and things like that. And I wanted to read that, but I've got it reserved as an ebook, and the waiting list is humongous. I think that one, I think it's June, something like that. But there was this other book of his which they've got, so I reserved that one. So in fact they had it on the shelf, but I just reserved it because I thought I knew I couldn't go in that day when I spotted it. And now they've got it ready for me, so I need to go and get that and have a read. It's on self-love, I think, which is an important thing. I think I do that quite a lot. It sounds a bit big-headed, but I do. I'm lucky, I think, in the sense that I don't feel like I don't like myself. Some people do, so it's okay. But I still thought it would be quite an interesting read. Now, balloons. Now I was thinking, oh, let's do blue balloons because they'll go with our house. And now I'm thinking, what about the sky? If we do the sky blue, those balloons might just disappear. But we could do the balloons in a dark blue and then they won't, or alternatively we could do them silver, which might be quite difficult with only 2 greys. I'd quite like to have a go at silver balloons. I'm just going to ponder, can I do that? Yes, yes I can. Right, let's have a go. Now, this is number 8, which is our darker grey. Now, fortunately, both the greys we have are cool greys, which make a good silver. Now, my first thought is that I'm going to ignore all of the patterning on the balloons. I'm not going to white it out, but I'm going to ignore it and hope that it just works. Now, in a start with a really dark outline. You could do gold balloons. Now, I've done gold balloons quite a bit before with the elephant balloon picture in Worlds of Wonder. I'm pretty sure I did a video of it I think it was in the last year's planner, which is partly why I didn't do it this time. I think it would have just about matched our house, but I just feel like silver, being a cool colour with those pinks and purples, just feels like it would go better. My husband was fascinating talking of purple. Yesterday he went out and bought some paint, and he bought a colour called Tyrian Purple. It was a Winsor & Newton paint. And he held it up to me. He's colourblind. Not completely, red-green. He held it up to me and he went, what colour would you say that was? And I said, oh, it's like a manganese violet. I wasn't very helpful. I didn't realise what he was getting at. And he said, is it pink or purple? And I said, well, it's a pinky purple rather than a bluey purple. He went, oh, okay, thank you. It's quite interesting. Sometimes the colour combos he comes up with are interesting, to say the least. And because he's got this colour blindness, which neither of the boys have. They haven't inherited that from him. I assume it's a heritable condition. There we go. It's okay, isn't it? It's okay. I'm going to ponder that and do the others. I'm going to do the others the same. Yeah, so I don't know if his dad's colourblind. I never asked him. But anyway, I haven't decided what I'm doing with the little triangular bits. Know me, I'll probably forget. Should I do I'll do them in a minute. Yeah, so it's interesting as he's an artist, you know, I mean, not professional, but, you know, there's art that he can't actually tell the difference between some colours. And yet he wants to buy the different colours, even though he can't see them. I find that quite interesting. But anyway. I was thinking, I really want to sort out. We're thinking about the amount of stuff I have in the house. You know, with him being a sort of shopping addict and hoarder and multiple hobbies and buying all the stuff, you know. And I was thinking, I want to get rid of some stuff. It gives me so much pleasure. I did get rid of a big bin bag full of jigsaw puzzles. We bought loads during lockdown, as I think a lot of people did. And I kept them because I thought I might do them again. But now I thought, you know what? I'm just going to not. Because I don't think I will do them again. And it will just clip. It means now my top of my son's wardrobe is clear. Apart from a chess set, which isn't mine to give away. It's one that father-in-law gave to us. This is part of the problem as well. Father-in-law and mother-in-law often used to have a sort out, and anything that they couldn't bring themselves to throw things away, so we just pass it on to us. And of course husband can't bring himself to get rid of stuff that's a family heirloom either. Oh, my grandfather made this chess set, or whatever it might be. Oh, that's my grandfather's stamp collection, that's this, that and the other, and so we accumulate stuff as well, and it's and my son has caused a bit of a rift. This is 80, having inherited something and been given it early, and then he said, I don't want it. It's, yeah, that's a tricky one. So that caused a big argument between him and his dad. His dad, interestingly, his dad got really angry, and then afterwards he hugged him and apologised. That they still haven't resolved it. But I probably didn't leave enough white in the centre of that one, but I think it's okay. Now, I'm just going to use this one to do these bottom ones. I'm going to sharpen it up. There we go. And I'm just going to tidy this up a bit by just colouring over it a little bit more. Smoothing. Because these pencils are quite hard. It takes a little bit of work. And I was doing it quite quickly while I was yapping, as I often do. Oh, my back is feeling a lot better in this position. Maybe it's just the chattering and colouring that's improved it. Right, there is a final touch to the balloons, but I want to put a glitter pen over the lines. I think it might look quite good, but I don't think I want to do that until I've done the rest, because I'm going to record the rest of the video. I'm going to do the rest of it in a separate video, because I want this to sort of be in 2 parts, because the other bit is a bit different, and I think putting the glitter pen on would be a mistake at this point. So I'm going to leave it for now and do it in the next instalment. So I'm going to leave that now. I know it probably hasn't been that long a video compared to normal, but I just felt that it worked in 2 halves, and I need to go and organise some bits and bobs for the next bit. So I'm gonna finish here. Wish you all a very happy Monday. Hope you come back tomorrow to see the second half and what I do with it. But have a super day. Please do like, subscribe and comment. It makes all the difference to the channel, and I appreciate those of you that have done already. Yes, thank you, and happy colouring.